R.T. Reynolds. And his opponent from Eagle Pass, Texas, weighing 314 pounds, Blackjack Mulligan.
Big Blackjack Mulligan to open up things here this week. And Blackjack, one of the biggest men in the World Wrestling Federation. And he can really throw his weight around, as you might suspect. And here against R.T. Reynolds, Mr. Reynolds has obviously read the book on Big Blackjack. Arm drag takedown by Big Blackjack. R.T. a seasoned veteran in his own right. And what do you do, Bruno, when you're facing a man the size? What sort of tactics should R.T. employ, or at least attempt to employ, when you're facing the size of a Blackjack Mulligan?
Well, Mulligan is so big that what Reynolds should try to do, if it's possible, if he can do, is to get him down on that mat. If he can get him on that mat, and maybe stay behind him so forth, he can try to have that size work against him. That is because, you know, when you're big like that, sometimes that weight will start working against you if you can keep the man busy enough. However, Mulligan is pretty clever, and I don't think Reynolds is quite clever enough and talented enough to do that to a guy like Mulligan.
Well, there it appears thus far that Reynolds is sort of playing into Blackjack's hand. He's trying to display his own strength and match strength for strength.
Which is silly, of course, because Mulligan is 314 or whatever pounds, and it's a well-put 314 pounds. He's muscled, he's big-boned, he's tall, and you're not going to match strength with a guy like Mulligan. So Reynolds is making a terrible mistake here.
And from the look on the face of R.T., he's a bit frustrated, as you might suspect.
You know, Vince, myself, when I used to wrestle people that were over 300, 350 pounds, I used to try to keep them busy, make them work hard, because eventually that weight will get them down. But you really have to be in good shape yourself, and you have to be strong to keep yourself out of trouble. I don't see Reynolds, you know, doing any of those things. And again, Mulligan is strong, and he's fairly quick for that size, and too experienced for Reynolds.
R.T. with an uppercut, forearm smash, and a knee to the chest area. R.T. not getting an awful lot behind those blows, though, I don't think.
Exactly, Vince. He's not getting enough behind to really do any serious damage to a big guy like Mulligan.
Blackjack with R.T. into the ropes now, and unfortunately, R.T. ran into that size 15 or 16 boot. Those are special Eagle Pass boots, no doubt. Where is Eagle Pass, Texas, Bruno? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I know where Abruzzi, Italy is, but I don't know much about Texas.
Big Texan, Blackjack Mulligan. Take a look at that kisser, would you? Now, he's been through some wars in this field of professional wrestling.
He's been around a long time, and he's faced the toughest and the biggest and the baddest in the business, and a lot of those show right in his face.
Doesn't seem to bother Blackjack, however. We ask him about that when he gets up in the morning, takes a look in the mirror. He says, well, you know, what it is what it is. Although after a real hard night, I think even he is a little bit aghast at what he sees in the reflection. Blackjack with R.T. Reynolds now trying to set him up, whips him to the ropes and off. Look out. 300 plus pounds hurling in the air at you. Uh-oh. Another hook to leg. He may have R.T. Yes, indeed. Blackjack with a little tick in his left eye. Many of you perhaps have noticed Blackjack, when he gets sort of riled up, that tick will start fluttering a little bit in his left eye. And that means he is getting his dander up.
Here is your winner, Blackjack Mulligan.
That's a big Texan for you. Blackjack Mulligan, victorious, big, massive man. Yet to join us will be Brutus Beefcake, Junkyard Dog. The spoiler also on hand. Right now, let's go back to what we saw.
Well, here we are, Vince, as he whips Reynolds to center rope. Unlike Reynolds, Mulligan does know how to use his weight, and as we can see, he put all his 314 pounds behind that elbow as he connected on Reynolds' upper chest or chin and just put him out. Then followed with this big elbow right on top of his chest with all his weight again, and of course, Reynolds was down and out.
Yes, indeed, RT with the wrong strategy to defeat a man the size of Blackjack Mulligan. Big old Blackjack from Eagle Pass, Texas. Many of you seen perhaps Blackjack Mulligan in something known as Blackjack's Barbecue, which is quite similar to, well, in certain respects, that of Piper's Pit. Right now, however, let's take you to our special update.
This is